We're excited to have Stephen R. James here. Stephen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
We're talking about Everyone Calls Me Paige. It's the first book in A Soul's Final Journeys, your series, right?
Yes, it's a series I began just over a year ago.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, in the first book, the main character, Paige, is basically having to relive or watch himself relive a certain part of his life to understand what happened, you know, the true nature and reality and the influences that were out of his control that shaped his life.
Okay.
And he's watching this happen and unfold. We pick it up in his first year of college, his freshman year, and we bring you forward through the rest of his life. Just to help him find peace and redemption within himself so that he can move on into the light.
What made you want to tell the story?
It's kind of funny. It's something, writing a book and writing a play, that's how this started, was a play. And it's something I've always wanted to do. So when the pandemic hit back in 2020, I was living in Florida at the time, and it was a choice of, do you get on Facebook and social media every day and get into petty arguments, or do you do something constructive? And I chose to, say, well, we're going to be locked down for a while. I'm going to do something with this. And so I started writing the play first. We got that done. Pandemic was lifted. So we put the play on at the studio at 620 in St. Petersburg. It was such great results with it. I never expected to get the reviews I got. So I wanted to turn it into a full-length novel because there's so much more I wanted to tell. And that's when I came up with the story, and I just continued on with the story and went into greater detail.
Why did you want to delve into that sort of, I don't know, hindsight, revisiting, why did these things occur the way they did? Why did I do the things I did?
The only way I know how to answer this, and I think other writers out there will say the same thing, or you don't know what you want to write, it just comes to you. And you can sit down, and I just sat down at my desk, and I just started putting on sticky notes things and topics and stuff, and I was trying to force a story out, and I got absolutely nowhere. So I just kind of sat back one day and just thought about, well, what could I write about? And after about a short amount of time, funny part was I was walking my dog when it came to me. It's just, why don't I start out here and write about this? And that's how the story evolved. It just came out of nowhere.
And some stuff from your own life, some stuff from things you've encountered, just all top of your head? Where do these kind of seeds of ideas come from?
The seeds of ideas actually came from, a lot of people ask me, is this story about me? And rightfully so, because of the way it's told. And of course, that's how engaging the book is. People actually relate to it so much that they think it's about me, but it actually isn't. I pulled things just came to me out of nowhere. And then, of course, other things came from, well, what if I put this in the book? Because I was just watching Law and Order SVU, and there was a story on there, and it dealt with a certain thing, and I went, geez, I wonder how I could fit that into the book, and it worked. I found a way to do it, and I just kind of and I also just let the story evolve. Every time I tried to force the story, I got nowhere, but every time I just kind of sat back and let the story evolve and tell itself, that's when things came, and that's when inspiration came.
Law and Order SVU has been on for 20 seasons. It's a good reason for it, right? You can draw inspiration from something that kind of,
exactly.
right? That sustained success. Yep. Okay, so it's a series of books. Take me through where does the journey take you in the next chapters? Well,
the next chapter, the next book coming out should be out hopefully in the first quarter of 2026. It's called Mexico, and in the book, the antagonist. People ask, well, what happened to Michelle Gibson, who is the antagonist in the book? What happened to her in Mexico that have created such a, I have a lack of a better term, would be such a bipolar personality with her. So I get into, that whole thing, how she got the trip to Mexico, what happened there, and then I'm bringing it back forward to the first day that our main character, Paige, meets Michelle. And of course, then I give a little bit of resolution to Michelle at the end.
Okay, very nice. It's StephenRJames.com if you want to learn more or to find out more about Stephen here, and we appreciate you coming through.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And if Stephen looks familiar, you're at the Farmington Fright Fest, Lord Blackwater.
Yes, Lord Blackwater, the head vampire of Blackwater Hall at Farmington Fright Fest.
Yeah, I got a couple of good scares out of Emily, I'm told, so there you go.
That's right.